Hi, this video will discuss the first alert Bark Genie. Now, this is a wireless transmitter that emits a high frequency pitch that only dogs can hear. Now, this is the one that I have. It's a couple years old, but this is a new one. And my dog, she hated this sound and device. She did not like it, but she stopped barking, and I don't use it on her anymore. I did when she was a puppy and she barked and barked and barked and barked. I used it a little bit. Not much. Then I bought a wireless one from Safe Pet, which I just sit on the shelf when I'm not home. She's barking her head off, but she still barks and barks and barks. So she's learned to ignore it. But when we go out and there's another dog, this is when it's handy. So if you encounter another dog that's she's a female, she's unspayed, she's not spayed, so all the male dogs bark their heads off at her, and so Cindy is right here next to me. There she is. She's just sitting on the bed. So Cindy. Hi, Cindy. Hi, baby. Hi. You little baby, little baby. So, she hated it with a passion. So I don't use it on her. She doesn't bark anymore. I haven't changed the batteries in the wireless one. They only lasted like 2 weeks on the Safe Pet, little small one that I set on the, she wants to play with it now. She wants to see what it is. She doesn't know what it is, but she knows what this is. And she doesn't like this at all. She's probably like, it's hers. She's grabbed it now. This is Cindy toy. This is Cindy toy. Give me this toy. Yeah, no, here's Cindy toy. No, open boxing. So, she wants to play with it now. She wants to play now. But anyway, it does come in handy when you are, don't play with the box, Cindy. No. Don't play with the box. Don't play with the box. It does come in handy when you're with another dog. And the Bark Genie, I'd give it like a 9 out of 10 for effectiveness. So, stop, Cindy. Good girl. All right, so I give it a 9 out of 10 for the bark effectiveness, anti-bark effectiveness. Now, she knows what this is, and she hates it. She truly hates this thing. So as an adult dog, she doesn't like it, and she's such a good girl. And but when we're walking and there's other dogs, and like I said, she's an unspayed female adult dog, and so oh, she's gonna sit. Come here, Cindy. Hi, baby. Hi. I can't get a good picture of her. She just wants to play. All right, so the Bark Genie. The Bark Genie is a unique item. It's good for when you're walking your dog, like I say, especially if you have a female dog, and there's a lot of male dogs. She's rolling over, wants to be scratched and stuff now. So I'll play with her. She wants to play. But she's a good girl. And She's my buddy. She's my baby. But when we're walking with other dogs, when I'm walking her and there's other dogs with other, you know, another person walking their dog, well, they bark their heads on at her because she's an unspayed female. And let me tell you, that's when it comes in handy. Especially if there's another little dog, and I don't like beeping other dogs, but you know, I got to protect Cindy from these other dogs, and you know, pulling and running, getting off the leash or whatever. So that's when it really works good, and you know, to protect your dog from other dogs. Now, I don't like zapping other dogs, but you know, sometimes you got to do what you got to do, because especially these really aggressive dogs. Anyway, there's one little dog in the complex where I am, up above on their balcony. They're not supposed to allow a dog out, just sit out there. But every time we go out, it barks its head off at us, and I don't like zapping their dog, but it's, you know, it's in the policy of the apartment complex rules. They're not allowed to leave their dog out there, but it's like an alarm when we go out. That dog's always on their on its balcony, it's on the second floor, and just annoying. We can't go out, we can't, you know, do our business, can't go to our mailbox, and there's that dog. So I don't like zapping it, but I do, and then it does shut it up. So I don't know. The bark Genie says it's harmless training and has a 15-foot range. I'd say it's got about 15-foot range. Might even be longer, because the dogs can hear far away. They have super hearing compared to humans, but it takes a couple AAA batteries. This one, AA, this AAA, yeah, AAA, yeah. So yeah, 4 little small batteries, and says you know, it's good for training your dog using verbal commands. When the dog displays bad behavior, you know, push the button that says ultrasonic sound. That deters the bad behavior. Well, I don't know. It just freaks them out. But I got this from Walmart, and I got another one because I lost the battery. So I only use it not on Cindy, and if she's not a puppy and she doesn't bark too much, and she's a good guard dog at the door, though when people are walking by she'll bark, so she's doing her job there. So I don't really have a need to use it on her. She's no longer a puppy, and she hated it when she was a puppy, but like, I haven't used it on her in years. But when we go out, I make sure I have one with me to zap the other dogs. You got it becomes in great hand. It's very handy when you're walking your dog, yeah, to deter other dogs, especially if you have a female like I have. She's a wonderful dog, and she's a great companion and a great friend, and she's a great service dog. She really is. She does her job. She keeps me well, keeps me good. So, and she alerts, and she does all the things she's supposed to do to protect me. Well, so that is the review of the bark Genie, and it does have a green light. So this little light here will light up. But I'm not going to use it now because I don't want Cindy to bother her ears or to disturb her. So I've learned not. I haven't used it in years. When she was a puppy, maybe the first year, you know, you gotta train her, and that was like 3 or 4 years ago. But she's outgrown all that. She's very well behaved and very well trained, and she doesn't need barking. I'll tell her to shut up, and she'll shut up. So I don't need this for her as an adult dog. But if you have a puppy, maybe it would come in handy. And then using for protection when you're walking your dog. I don't like zapping other dogs, but you just zap them a couple times and they'll shut up. And they'll stop bothering you and your dog, and stop run after your dog, and lunging towards your dog. And well, if the other owners knew you were doing that, I was doing that, well, they may be probably pretty upset, but it's they can't do anything about it, can they? Well, anyway, so that's the first alert. Bark Genie has the little green light that will come on. A red light will come on. I think that's if you pressed it two times too fast, or the battery needs changed or something. But sliding off the bed, sorry. So it's around $20, maybe $25 with shipping. If you go into Walmart and see if they have it in your store on the pet aisle, they usually have something on the pet aisle. I don't know. They may have this in stock at your store. You may have to get it online, but it's a good little item to have when you're walking your dog. So that's the review of the first alert, Bark Genie. And I'll be posting more information to help you with your dogs and your service dogs. And you have a wonderful day. All right, thank you.